Okay, let us do an example for calculating probability of sample proportion. This example is actually continuity of the previous example in which 500 parents were interviewed. Now, in that example, P was not mentioned, means the population, the proportion of population was not mentioned, but in this example it is mentioned. It says that suppose the proportion of the parents in the population is actually equal to 0.55. What is the probability of observing a sample proportion as large as or larger than the observed value p hat is equal to 0.60? Now in this example we have to find out probability of observing the sample proportion which is equal or larger than 0.6. We will follow the same steps that we have studied before. In first step we have to find out values of n and p. So we know that from the last example n is equal to 500 and p is equal to 0.55, which is given in the statement now here, and p hat or sample proportion is equal to 0.60. Now second step is calculating product of np and nq. So np will be equal to this and nq is equal to 500 times 0.40, and we will get np is equal to 300 and nq is equal to 200. So both of them are larger than 5. It means that we can proceed with normal approximation. Now let us draw a normal probability distribution graph. I have already drawn it. I am just pasting it here. Now we know that its central position lies at the mean value, and mean in this case will be p. And the first line on the left side will represent a p plus 1 standard deviation, and we have to calculate standard deviation first. Its formula is pq divided by n. So after calculating we get it is equal to 0.0222. So 0.55 plus 0.022 is equal to 0.572. And the next if we add one more standard deviation, means p plus 2 standard deviations, we will arrive at the p value of p hat value of 0.594. Okay, that is very close to 0.6 because our p hat value is 0.6 that we are interested in, so it will lie very close to it. So this is approximately p hat is equal to 0.60, and this shaded area that I will just change the color to red, this is the area we are interested in, means this is the probability that we are looking for. Now probability of p hat greater than or equal to 0.60. Okay, now we have to calculate z, which is a standard variable. This is a formula, and by calculating it we get the value which is equal to 2.25, and then last step is to calculate probability for z is equal to 2.25. You can make use of your scientific calculator or the table for areas under the normal curve. So just remember that z greater than or equal to 2.25 is equivalent to p greater than or equal to 0.6. Okay, so 0.0122 is our answer.